freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling episode 99. 99 ways to die. That's right, episode 99. We're only one away from 100 now. By God! By God!
Only one. Just one.
Just one.
Man, it's so exciting.
It's
Only
crazy.
just the one.
Just the one. So thank you, everybody out there, for your support thus far.
Thank you so much.
So much. I can smell how grateful you are. Anyways, episode 99, Juice and Sreten in the house for you all to get down to. Let's just fucking kick it off, man, with the news. This week in the news, we don't have anything. I'm just fucking with y'all. So, yeah, real quick, Samoa Joe was hurt. This is kind of maybe about a week old, I think, a little over a week.
What happened to him?
He got hurt filming a commercial. So I will never do a commercial.
Yes, we will. If you would like us to advertise your product on this show, contact us at jpdub@gmail.com or something like that.
Yeah. Or hit the voicemail up 1-872-267-4199. Say, hey, I want to sign you guys.
I think I gave the wrong email address.
jpdubpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
Sreten don't even know what the fuck.
We'll advertise anything.
That's right. Some more news. I just found this out today. The Young Bucks wrote a book.
Oh.
Yeah, about their humble beginnings and their dream of owning a wrestling federation in their backyard and wrestling their friends.
You don't think it's too early to write a book?
No, not for them. I mean, they've been like the hottest thing going for quite a while now.
Hottest
I think
thing
it's capitalizing
since
on
these guns?
Big gun number one.
For those people on YouTube, I just tried to flex, and my arms are so huge that I could barely fit one bicep in the width of this camera. What else were you going to say?
I was going to say the book's called Killing the Business, and it's up for pre-order right now on youngbucks.com. So check it out. I'm going to have to check it out.
Oh, my book's coming out too. It's about my
Professor Bullshit degree?
Yeah, it's about my rise to being a part of this podcast, and it's called Killing the Podcast.
Jesus Christ. Next. So WWE is at it again. Back in December, Vicky Guerrero appeared on AEW Dark and was a guest commentator.
I remember.
And now it appears that WWE is not allowing any of their talent, contracted talent, to appear on her podcast. But they can come on ours.
Door's always open.
That's right. Let the door swing.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you get that Silverchair reference? You probably didn't. Who the fuck is Silverchair? That's right.
Well, if you're in our demographic, remember they used to be the kids when we were kids? Now they're older than us.
Yeah. They got some issues, I think. I don't know. So also in the news, I guess this ain't really in the news. We could kind of move on from the news. I don't really have too much this week. I mean, there's, I got one more thing, I think. Did you watch the fight?
No. I went to a bar that was supposed to have it, and they
Tyson Fury
didn't.
What's
So
that? Dante Wilder? Or
Fatty went to El Amigos and read through his read updates round by round. And,
hell yeah, at least Freddie was there.
And they ran out of carne because I fucking ate it all.
Did you really?
Bring more Miller Lights. Bring more tacos. Yeah.
Ugh,
I ate all their steak. I ate all their cilantro, and I ate all their onions. Yep.
That's why it smells weird in here right now.
Hey,
I thought it was just your heritage seeping from your pores.
Oh, well, cabbage and cilantro.
The boy smells like experience.
That's right. I wanted Tyson Fury to win, and he did. And I guess he handily won.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Well, let's talk about it then.
All right.
Let's talk about it and rampantly speculate.
Okay, let's speculate. He's a beast of a man. I guess so. What is this guy's name? Let me get this straight. Is it Devontae or Deontay or
Deontay?
Is it Deontay?
If I'm
Delamonte, fucking
no, if I say it wrong,
we'll just call him Wilder. All right,
Deontay Wilder. Deontay.
Okay. So this guy, I guess, was saying. I actually saw Schlack commenting about this on Facebook. How Wilder was talking about how he could fucking take Tyson out in his prime. Tyson in Tyson's prime.
Yeah.
I guess like Schlack's like after that fucking fight, like what the this guy needs to shut the fuck up.
Well, Tyson is the white guy.
No, he was talking about. I thought he was talking about Mike Tyson.
No, he was talking about Mike Tyson. Sorry, no. Dante Wilder said I'd knock out Tyson in his prime, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thing is, he's a knockout artist. Like this is his first lost.
Jesus.
I'm good at speak English.
Hey, also in the news, so you guys aren't aware out there in YouTube land and podcast audio land, Sreten paid a visit today to Dr. Isaac Yankem.
Yeah.
And he had some dental work done, so he could be finding out all your words.
Keep biting my tongue.
Yeah.
Not because I'm shutting up. I keep literally
because it's
biting
numb,
my
like
tongue.
that YouTube song.
Did you get dental work done too? No, my mouth is fucking. I am in a lot of pain right now.
He could use a dental dam.
Is that the?
It's like a rubber for your mouth.
Just Google it if you don't know what it is. Also, if you're an adult with that kind of life, the sex life, you should be responsible and have a couple.
All right, getting back on subject here.
I want to talk about it more.
So Tyson Fury, what was this? It was the 4th round. How many rounds did this thing go to?
7.
He went to 7 rounds, and he won by decision.
No, they had Tyson's.
Sorry. Throw the damn towel.
Yeah. Wilder's one of his trainers, not even his main trainer, threw in a towel.
I mean, he was getting beat the fuck up then.
Yeah,
Did you watch any clips or anything? I haven't seen a damn thing, so I'm all virgin eyes.
No,
and
it's
ears.
just all reading and trying to recall. So honestly, if you're hearing this for the first time, or if you already know and you're getting pit, like if you're only hearing this for the first time, cool. It sounds like I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah,
if you already know, there's some details I'm going to be skewing, and I might be saying these things wrong because I may bite my tongue. I might bite my tongue at any second.
His view is skewing it.
But Dante Wilder, I watched his last fight, and he really is a one-punch guy. Like he'll bob and weave and fuck around, and then he'll just pop a guy, and you're like, how did that? Like sometimes it even looks like a jab, and he just knocks dudes out. Cold.
Let me ask you this though. It's 2020. Let's be honest. Boxing's fucking dead. No, people aren't ready to go back to boxing yet, are they?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Boxing has actually taken in the last couple of years an uptick. There's some really good fighters in all the weight classes.
Really?
Minus the heavyweight class. There's not that many, but there never are that many.
Yeah.
But those are usually the big dudes fighting is usually when they got the big
draw.
The big draws. Even though like Floyd Mayweather, listen to that. I can't even say Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
He was a big draw, even though
for a little man.
He's for boxing lovers, they love watching him fight. For people that are the casual people that like to like bring your like, hey friends, let's go and like hang out and watch the fight. They're boring because he's a defensive boxer. Whereas what's his name, the Mexican guy, the redhead. Oh man, I can't remember his name.
Me neither. Fuck him.
I apologize, dude. He's fun to watch. And Triple G, the Russian guy, he's fun to watch.
Okay.
There's some like
I don't know that much about
some
this
middleweight
day and
boxers
age
that are awesome. There's
boxing.
been 3 or 4 years ago.
Renaissance?
Yeah, right before McGregor like kind of fell a little bit. Now he's trying to make a comeback too, and it's so far so good. But
you think it's
UFC was rising, and then suddenly they dropped, even though there's a shitload of good fighters. Whereas boxing, like they almost like switched, where UFC dropped a little bit, and now they're kind of struggling to have a super like a star.
Hey, shut up.
Why?
You know boxing's fake, right?
We don't say that word.
We do when it comes to boxing.
I guess so.
You've all fooled yourselves. Hey, you're all fools in the mob rules. Had to get that deal out there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, that took place.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Even though neither one of us watched it. I'm going to watch it when it ends
I was
up
going
on
to,
YouTube.
but I got tired. I went to sleep, so I was like, fuck it.
Their last fight's on YouTube, and it's good. I mean, it's from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but yeah. Shit's good, man. Check it out. And if you have any complaints about our analysis that we just wasted 10 minutes of your time, go ahead and email us or call the voicemail line. What's that number?
1-872-267-4199. Yeah, wet them up. Hey, I want to throw a quick shout out.
God, my mouth hurts.
To the Queen of New England.
Ooh.
As you're listening to this show today, you can also, immediately after you're done listening to this, get double the dose of juice. Yeah, that's right. So the Queen of NE is her handle on Twitter. Queen, I think it's Queen's Court is the name of the show. You can find it on Twitter and Well, I said Twitter. I'm fucking up too, man. It's just an off fucking day. It was a busy weekend. Anyway, Queen's Court. She is on all the podcasting platforms, YouTube, Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify. I did a guest spot on her show.
Yeah.
And it was pretty awesome. It's a segment called Queeny Suggests. And I give you guys all the 411 on this show, what we're all about, where we came from, where we're going, and a little bit about Handsome Prick. And
I'm very excited to hear it.
yeah, and we talk a little bit more. I mean, you kind of get to know me.
I hear when you're on other people's shows, you bring it, and you're funnier than when you are in here, which pisses me off.
Well, you know,
bro.
Hey, can't rain all the time. Can't rain all the time.
Who's that?
Can't rain all the time. Sometimes, just sometimes, I'm good on this show.
I want to do a video clip of mixing because the brother from Kickboxer, Van Damme's brother's name is Eric, and then Eric from The Crow, and I want to mix it so that it's like Eric, don't do it. Can't rain all the
And
time.
throw in some La Bamba. Richie!
I'm gonna make the best movie ever.
Yeah, but anyways, the segment is called Queeny Suggests, and it's the Juice himself, which is myself. Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast is being featured this week, this Wednesday. So check it out. And follow her on all podcasting platforms and on Twitter, social media, all that shit.
Thanks,
She's not
Queenie.
on Facebook. Yeah, thank you very much. I had a great time, and I can't wait to bring her on this show. Get her involved with what we're doing.
Coming soon.
Yes, a very special attraction.
All right, what else is going on?
So there's that. That's pretty much all I got, really, in the news. So, there's one more thing.
Huh?
I'll be doing another guest appearance.
Where?
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The episode will probably be dropping, I'd imagine, next week. If you guys are out there, ever heard of the Mining for Mayhem show based out of Australia, I'll be on that. We'll be doing a AEW Revolution review. So you can check that out.
So you want to transition into the news that you're going to that, or you want to talk about coming soon in that part? On a Revolution.
Yeah. So I'm going AEW Revolution.
It hurts to smile.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Sreten's in pain for. So maybe you guys can kind of see on YouTube that he's off camera sometimes. He's whining like a little bitch.
What's up?
Eat another candy bar, dumbass.
I can't. I'm never eating sugar again until this pain goes away.
He's gonna get
At least
those
another
sugar
6
blues.
days.
Yeah.
No ice cream. No candy.
Ice cream.
No super salty
cream.
steaks.
Super salty steaks sound great right now.
Right?
Let's go get one. I want you to gnaw on this can.
That's how I got in trouble with this tooth shit. It's chewing on beer cans. Oh, all right. Now that Justin threw up,
You've been a bad boy.
the next segment is
Wrestlers of the Week. I'm going to go with an old school guy. An old school he's still around, he's still new school, and he's still relevant.
Bring It.
But I'm going to make him our old school guy. I'm putting Matt Hardy out there this week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Matt Hardy's been so here's the deal. Everybody knows of the Hardy Boys.
Right.
You know, Jeff Hardy was always the one that was kind of like the heartthrob, they were both really talented. They have a very similar story to the Young Bucks. It's like crazy. It's like the Young Bucks are the Hardy Boys of this day and age.
Right.
But they, same thing, grew up in the fucking sticks in North Carolina, and fucking like built their own rings and had their own promotion and stuff, and Omega, I believe, is what it was called. And I think they still fuck with it a little bit. It's still around. I could be wrong. So you guys can let me know by calling the voicemail line at 1-872-267-4199, or just correct me in the comments below, right down there. Down where?
Pretty gross.
I was going to do that for another 5 minutes, but it doesn't work for the people that are just listening.
I think it's a good pick because there's been rampant rumors about what Matt Hardy's going to do next.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. So Matt Hardy had a career renaissance in about 4 years ago now. It's hard to believe, on Impact Wrestling when he came back as Broken Matt Hardy. And that was a promotion that was really like just kind of in the shits. You know, I mean, the fans were shitting on him. They didn't really have too good of a product, but they were kind of starting to rebuild, starting to get their shit together.
In transition.
Yeah. And Matt Hardy comes up with this character, man, and it's off the wall. It's fucking crazy. He comes up with this whole broken universe thing, and, you know, where he's like talk about eating people's flesh and like he's really biting them and they're bleeding and he's all this wonderful. Everybody knows the broken Matt Hardy gimmick, and if you don't, where the hell have you been the last 4 years? He ends up leaving Impact, and we all knew at some point in time. I think it had been like close to like somewhere around like 10 years or something. That Jeff Hardy had been back to the WWE, and it had been some time since Matt had been back as well. They reappear at WrestleMania to a huge fucking pop. And then I think you had Jeff Hardy, I think he won the U.S. title. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think. They won the tag titles too, but it was kind of like a lackluster comeback. You had Jeff who ended up getting hurt, and now he's fighting all these DUIs and fucking demons again. And I really haven't heard much else of what's going on with him, but I know he's kind of going through some shit, so get well soon, Jeff. Get over that shit. You did it once, man. But now it stays. Now it stays. No Metallica.
No, man, I like when you sing. I'm just, want another song.
Right. So yeah, they came back and I don't know how I feel about their whole run, but there was a lawsuit that went on with like Impact when they were bought by Anthem. They couldn't use the fucking broken Matt Hardy shit in WWE because, I mean, that was like the hottest thing going in all of wrestling. And all of a sudden it goes back to WWE, and it's like you didn't want to see the fucking Hardy Boys coming out to the the old theme song. You didn't want to see that. You want to see Brother Nero and Broken Matt. That was what was working. They recreated themselves, and It was fucking awesome. So they go there, and then they do this whole, like, eventually he gets to be broken, but, it's woken Matt Hardy. Because WWE has to have something to trademark, and Matt owned the broken shit or whatever after, Anthem said, hey, fuck it, go ahead, you can use it. We don't want to have any more beef with you guys, and yada, yada, yada. Business. We don't want to talk business. Anyways, Matt Hardy he floundered, man, and in the last couple of weeks, he's gotten fucking his ass demolished by Randy Orton on Raw. He's putting out these free-to-delete videos on YouTube. It's getting more momentum and speculation as to his broken character coming back or some variation of that broken character and being the exalted one. A lot of people are speculating he's the exalted one in AEW. I don't know. They're dropping all kinds of... It's really cool because AEW is dropping all kinds of shit, like... They're showing Raven sitting in the crowd on TV and tweeting that, like, the Exalted One is always watching. And is it Raven? Raven's got kind of that character? I don't know. There's been a lot of, like I said, just rampant speculation about what's going to happen.
Go.
Speculate my speculation.
You speculate. What do you think?
I don't know.
Guess.
I would like to believe it's Matt Hardy, but here's the thing. I don't want to. I think it would be really cool.
Yeah.
With what's been set up and what he's doing on his YouTube channel, set up a storyline where it seems like he's being overtaken, but there's like these 7 deities, that in his fucking broken universe, and one of them was killed off, and now he seems like he's fighting being taken over by like a dark entity, which would be cool, if he goes to AEW and he ends up being the leader of, the Exalted One or whatever. It would be cool, and a lot of people think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
if it does, it does. If it don't, I mean, it's probably going to spell bad news for the Dark Order because everybody's got their hopes up and no one fucking knows, I mean, it's all just, they could just be trolling you.
Maybe.
Just to get more views. I think it's exciting because you don't know.
You don't know.
And I'm not going to sit here. I can't give you an answer. It can't fucking be a mark. Be like, oh, well, yeah, it's going to be this guy.
I like guessing. I don't know, as long as it's like because it's in the vein of fun. It's not like an anonymous source said that Matt Hardy.
What if it was anonymous?
Huh?
What if it was anonymous?
Oh shit! Computer hackers that also wrestle.
Yeah, right.
What if it's Raven? Cool with that? Or is that a bad reveal?
No, it's a kind of a bad reveal now. I mean, I would be cool if it was originally the idea. Who knows?
What if Raven's a fake leader, so he comes up, and then as he comes up, then he goes, I'm the like number one from Star Trek or a PP, and so he just steps aside, and then Matt Hardy busts out. Like he's sitting there, he's the guy, and everybody kind of like pops a little bit, but then Matt Hardy comes out behind him, and the crowd explodes.
I'm sitting there at Revolution with Hector. What's going on, Hector? And all of a sudden, Yes, wonderful. And some fucking Matt Hardy shit happens. That would be dope.
And then you what? And then your brain explodes.
Then my brain explodes.
Hope it was worth it.
Yeah. But anyways, Matt Hardy. Everybody, you guys know him, but check him out. Check out Matt Hardy brand on YouTube. That's where all the free the delete series is at. It's really well done, man.
I like that little thing that he did when they had the rivalry with Jesus Christ. It was wonderful. A rivalry with the Young Bucks, and then because they were the elite, and he would say delete. That was good. I don't know.
Maybe he will come to delete the elite. It's cool too because he's shown like the Young Bucks super kicking him when they had that match, that ladder match in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
He's referencing all that shit.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. It's a very cool time to speculate and be like, oh, well, what if? You know, what's going to happen? It's almost like your favorite fucking superheroes crossing over.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it's like you never would have thought you'd see Batman and Spawn, but it fucking happened.
Right.
You know, Batman and Punisher,
comics.
Yeah. That shit fucking happened. I mean, if you want to even get more recent within the last couple of years, dude, they had a Batman Ninja Turtles crossover, which wasn't too bad, you know?
Did you watch cartoon?
I have not yet.
I heard it was pretty good.
I've been wanting to check it out, but thanks for reminding me about that.
We like pop culture.
Yeah, I did watch Hellboy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you made me take it back, you bastard. Yeah. Guess what? I forgot to take it back. You got a late fee, motherfucker. Suck it.
Oh, now he got an ache that's different from the toothache.
Delete. He's going to be aching in his wallet. Guess what, kids? When your friends let you borrow a movie that they rent from the library, don't fucking take it back because they don't deserve it.
What?
I'm just joking.
What'd you think?
I got it on time.
What'd you think?
You're all good.
Thanks, man. What'd you think?
I liked it.
I liked it too, man.
I thought it was very good. You were telling me before we went on air that like it didn't do well.
No, at least financially, and that like they tease a sequel at the end, and I don't know that it's going to get a sequel with the same people. So
that would suck.
And I know Guillermo del Toro wanted to do like a part 3 too, and he just couldn't get the financing.
Really?
That's what I thought happened. He just decided to win Oscars.
Yeah, right. I think they were better than this one was better than the first 2 that came out.
I think I agree too.
I think it was a little more faithful to the comic, not as movie oriented. You know, where the studio always steps in and changes something up. And the gore factor in this one was cool.
Oh yeah,
albeit some of it, I mean, it's blatant fucking CGI. But I mean, in that type of fantasy world, that's really all you can do.
Still cool. I thought it was still cool.
That was very cool. The gore was cool. Thought the story was fucking cool. All the actors were great. Fucking the guy who plays Hopper from what is that?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, he was Hellboy, dude.
Yeah,
like
he was good. He was great, Hellboy.
Yeah.
I really did. I had my bar was set really low for it, and like it was solid. Like it was entertaining. I should say.
Solid as a rock.
Very gory. When I saw rated R, I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I really enjoyed it.
And then they brought that gore. I'm
all about the gore.
Certain types of gore, I like it. Like I get into it, and that's the kind of gore. Like it's not like it's like Hostel. I'm not into that shit. But something like Hellboy.
Hostel. What is it? Hostel 3, where like the dogs are biting dicks off of people and shit.
I don't know, man. You ever watch Hannibal 2 when the dogs like bite the shit out of that one guy with no face? And like, that kind of shit. I'm not into that. Like
I watched what was it? It was on Tubi. It's like something microwave Monday or whatever the fuck it's called.
When was
like 1983?
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's really
Tell the people, when you told me about it, I was like, I'd watch that just because you just described it amazingly. Like, what is it about?
So it's this guy. He's like a construction worker, and he's married to this lady. And she's just like a nag, and like, so I was trying to get him to like eat right, and just like she's eating all this fancy food and shit, and he always gets made fun of at work. And then finally, I think he just gets fucking fed up, and he kills her and he chops her up. But then it gets even worse, guys and gals. So the next scene is like him sitting at work, and he's working with this black dude and this Mexican dude. They're both like their characters. You know, this is like early 80s, so they're like
stereotypes.
It's kind of stereotyped, yeah. But they're kind of like bullies to this dude.
Okay.
So they're fucking with him, and he's like eating a piece of fucking, it looks like it was like an arm that was just like he microwaved, and this microwave is ridiculous. I mean, it's 1983. It's like a wall microwave that's like giant, and you hit these fucking buttons like
65-inch box TV.
Yeah, it looked like a fucking Star Wars or Star Trek dash panel. Like when they're, all those fucking lit up buttons that you're like, man, what
The
all
shit,
these
the
things
shit, that
do?
contraption that the fly gets stuck in.
Yeah, right, Brundlefly. And he fucking, so he cooks his wife, and then he starts just going on a rampage. Like, these dudes are eating this shit at work. Like, man, it's really good. And they're eating people, and they don't even know it. And he gets his taste for it, and then he just finds, like, all these young chicks, and he's not an attractive man. He's like an old fucking dude, and he just starts banging all these, like, okay-looking chicks off the street.
That's how you know it's 80s.
And then, and there's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of boobies in there, so you can find it on Tubi.
That's how you know it's 80s.
Yeah. And he's just fucking cutting them up and cooking them, man, serving them up.
So
serving
stupid.
up those tits and grits.
What's for dinner tonight?
Oh, Maud.
80s.
It's fucking weird. It's I can't. Microwave Massacre, I think, is what it's called.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
It just
that's
came
what
to
he
me.
said. Yeah.
So you guys check that out. And if you're on Tubi too, to get I don't know if I brought this up before. That's on you guys, but Breakfast with Blassie.
Yeah, you brought it up.
Yeah, that's another good one to check out with Andy Kaufman and Classy Freddie Blassie. It gets really fucking weird real quick. So
Since you told me about Tubi about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I get on there now just to see if there's any hidden gems. Some
There
shit
is.
from like
There's
the
a lot.
80s and 90s and 2000s.
So you've downloaded it?
I just stream it straight. I got a little Chromebook at home and I'll just stream the movies. I see something and I'll just watch it
it's
that
good.
way. I watch Kickboxer in high def. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Right. And you get a little bit of commercials. We should be getting paid right
Not
now
all
for
of
this
them.
fucking plug.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but
Yeah.
you get some of them.
Yeah.
And it's free.
It's good quality.
it's
Anyways,
great
we don't
quality.
have stock in Tubi. Fuck Tubi.
Fuck Tubi. I'll never download or stream again.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I'm going to do that
me too.
tonight. Save tonight.
Man, you know all my jams. There you go.
Yeah, do you know
Now that you've
Jam?
thrown up a second time.
Yeah. Hey, so coming up, too, we got this weekend WWE Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah. We get to find out if our speculation from a few weeks ago.
Blood Money Part 6.
What happens between The Fiend and Goldberg?
Goldberg, is it going to be at WrestleMania? Is it going to be Goldberg versus
Goldberger.
the Big Dog? Or is it going to be The Fiend versus the Big Dog, which is the original plan? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you guys would want to see. Me personally, I mean, I guess I could go either way. I wouldn't mind seeing a dream match between Goldberg and Reigns. I don't want to see Reigns. Here's the deal. No matter what, I think Reigns is going to win the belt again at Mania. And I think Reigns is a guy who has had the belt enough. He doesn't necessarily need it. You know? I mean, I might catch heat for saying
his
like the belt's a
popularity?
prop, but I mean, it really is. It's a fucking gimmick, and
You son of a bitch.
it is, and it is. I mean, it's the ultimate prize. It's there to serve a
ultimate prize.
purpose. But there were guys who never won a strap that didn't need it. Look at Jake the Snake Roberts.
Who?
He's always on people's. I always see these lists of like guys who should have won the title. Really? Should he have? What would he have done?
No,
he
I
would have
agree
been
with
the same.
Yeah, I agree with you. Some people don't need it.
They don't fucking need it, man.
And some people, like some faces,
really
and some
believe-
people, like when they get it, they like you're like, oh, yeah, that dude's a champ.
Like Jericho, it goes to this. I am a firm believer in the character makes the belt. Back in the day, Ric Flair, the NWA, the world's wrestling heavyweight champion, traveling all those territories, doing those 100-minute Broadways, fucking every night. He made that fucking belt. You know, like, and it, I mean, granted, it had that history anyway, that lineage, to which it still has to this day, but he made that fucking belt.
But he added to it.
He added to it, you know? And the same goes, I really think that's how it is in wrestling. And you can fucking love me or hate me for that opinion, but I mean, it's just the facts, man.
Yeah. A good example of that, and you could add to what I'm about to say, is like when you watch any televised interview with PCO and he's got the belt
What's up,
over
champ?
his shoulder,
He makes
you
the
can
belt.
see, like, yeah, he makes the belt. And then he has mad respect for the belt. So the next
Which
person,
is good.
Yeah. If he ever loses the belt,
Right.
that other person should treat that belt the same way. It really does. It puts that belt up on high.
Yeah.
Like it really builds it up.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that belts are completely like they're not useful or anything.
No.
Because that is like that's what drives the story.
Right.
In professional wrestling is you need that ultimate. It's like, guys, if you're going to play in the NBA, do you not want to win the fucking championship?
Yeah.
Do you not want to go to the NFL and win the Vince Lombardi trophy? It's the same fucking deal. But, you know, I mean, whatever. Not every world title is the same. You can't go, a couple miles down the road to some podunk.
Some wrestlers don't need the belt.
They don't
Jake
need the
Snake
belt.
is one of those.
Yeah.
Whether he agrees or not.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to explain myself anymore because that's just fucking what it is. And some of these, some of these titles are. I think there are some that have more prestige than others. I mean, here's a good thing right now. I guess I would say my top 5 belts to put as far as prestigious belts go. And this is really in no particular order, so don't get your panties in the wad, guys.
Too late.
You guys feel free to leave in the comments once again your top 5. But I think New Japan, the NWA, obviously, I mean, you kind of got to put the WWE, not the Universal Championship. You got to put that on there. I'll put the Ring of Honor title on there. Oh, man, and people might fucking shit on me for saying it, but I'll put AEW's up there right now. I mean, it's really kind of early, but it is. But you know what? It's a beautiful belt. I'm sorry. It's fucking beautiful. And it's held by one of the greatest of all time, and he's the only owner so far.
True.
And I think he's done a hell of a job with it.
True.
So whatever, call me a mark, call me whatever. I'll fucking take it. But those are the belts right now. I think that are like top of the line as far as like prestige go. Like if you're holding any one of those belts, like you're the fucking dude.
Yeah.
You know what about PCO? You're holding one. So kind of transitioning into that, let's get in a little fucking action figure, a little toy.
Okie dokie.
Fucking news, dude. Because Jazzwares, I think it's, what is it? I'm trying to think of their sub brand that they got. They announced AEW action figures, the Unrivaled series. I'm fucking stoked for it, dude. They look fucking great.
Because you still play with toys.
Yeah.
Got him.
More than myself. Anyways, the figure I saw the Brandy Rhodes, the Cody Rhodes, Young Bucks, Lucha Bros, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, any of the ones that they've unveiled. And if you guys keep up on their social media, what was that? It was a toy fair. Where was that at?
I don't know.
Houston or something like that? I can't fucking remember. But anyway, they just had this toy fair with all these unveilings, all these badass toys coming out, and the AEW line was announced.
It's pretty cool.
And I saw a picture today. Dude, the articulation, the detail in them, they look fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
It's almost like, they almost kind of look like the Marvel, like the Select brand that's out, where you get the fucking, these classic Marvel characters that come in like the somewhat fancy packaging. They're probably going to be like $20 a fucking figure.
Dude, even the small ones are minimum $10-15.
Yeah,
Any action figure.
But they look really cool, and it's cool because a lot of these guys and girls are going to be getting figures for the first time.
Yeah.
And also the Lucha Bros, they also have a figure coming out with, I'm trying to think, is it Masked Republic? I think might be doing action figures of them as well. And speaking of first-time figures, our homie PCO is going to be having one coming out.
It's cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool shit coming out toy-wise. But, dude, I saw... So they're going to have everything. Basically everything WWE has, AEW is going to have. So they got the figures, they got the scale rings. They're going to also have like the kids' little replica belt.
Yeah.
The AEW belt.
That's what I need.
I'm going to get one. I got to get one.
I have to like
That
buckle
belt's fucking
7 of them
beautiful.
together to fit them around my waist.
This is true.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be really great.
Yep.
Kind of some more shit coming out for you guys. So in March, The Rock has a brand of tequila that's dropping.
Really?
Yeah.
I like tequila.
Yeah, you're a big tequila guy. Tell us about some of your favorite tequilas.
What
do you?
My favorite is Coralejo. It's not the best. It's like,
Is that the one in that fancy I Dream a Genie bottle kind of?
yeah, it's real tall bottles. Yeah, I don't know my tequilas, but that's my favorite. There's a Espolon tequila. Espolon. That's a good budget tequila. At least it was. And then a bunch of people started drinking it. Now it's a seven. It's a bottle for like $22. Just tried some shit called Haha. Spelled Jaja. This toothache, I tried to battle it with tequila.
What?
And it doesn't work. I woke up with, instead of a toothache, a hangover few of the last mornings. But yeah, Coralejo's my favorite. That's the shit.
Coralejo!
Actually, Cabo Wabo tequila, that shit's not bad either.
The Red Rocker, dude.
I'll drink almost all of them, but I do not like what's the famous one? What's the one everybody drinks?
Alberto El Patron.
Yeah, I don't like Patron.
I guess it's smooth. It
Doesn't taste like tequila to me.
whatever. Last time I was in Mexico, I drank some fucking shit with some sticks in it. It tastes like rubbing alcohol.
I like it to taste a little bit like where you could taste like wood, like they filtered it through like a log or something,
Yeah.
and then a little bit of salt, a little bit of lime, and I'm good. Makes me think of summertime.
Right. So the Rocks tequila is called Terramana. If I'm pronouncing that right, I may not. I may be butcher and blading it.
We both went to the dentist.
Yeah, or at least I need to. So that's coming out in March. I want to try that out. I'm excited because, I've had the idea. I've talked to you about doing these reviews via our YouTube channel, jpdub.com. Hit like and subscribe. Share with your friends.
Wink.
Bring your kids. No. I want to do this review of like wrestlers. There are a lot of wrestlers that have like these artisan or craft beers out now.
Yeah.
That I would like to get. So a cool thing, if any of you guys out there listening anywhere in the world, drop us a DM, instant message, wherever you find us at, follow us at, listen to us at. And if you can score any of these beers for us and send them in and we could do a review, we'll do a shout out to you. We'll send you some fucking free swag, all that shit. But what I want to do is like El Segundo, Stone Cold. I want to fucking sit here, have his beer. I want to try the Los Guerreros beer. I would like to sit here and get hammered on the Rocks tequila.
Space Monkey beer.
Space Monkey beer, yeah. What was that? The Mondo Lucha beer. I tried to get that shit's fucking gone from what I understand. But yeah, anybody out there listening, you want to send us a sample of this stuff? We'll send you some treats back.
And by sample, we mean 3 cases of it. So
no, at least a couple. We could sit here and have a can each and sit and.
I'll share a can with you, dude. We always have other cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like to check it out.
Yeah. Send us those treats.
Send us those treats and all the salty meats. No, none of your salty meats. Get out of here, you crazy kids. But yeah, that's my news as far as booze go.
Yeah. I want to discuss something that's maybe not the news, but it's something that happened a couple weeks ago now. Mm-hmm. It might have been last week. I don't know. All my days are mixing.
You're telling me.
Because I'm in the mucho pain. What's his face getting kicked in the mouth at the AEW at the
Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, that kick.
You like that spot?
That spot was ridiculous.
It was really good. I mean, we were recording, so unfortunately, we had to catch the highlights and shit.
Well, I saw it later. I watched like half of it. It happened right away.
Do you DVR?
No,
AEW?
I got what's it called? It's on demand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Nice.
I on demand it. But it was actually 20 minutes into Dynamite because it was I liked them starting off with that Royal Rumble tag team thing. That was cool.
It was very cool.
It was very cool, and that kick was crazy. He just got. Everybody that watches AEW knows what I'm talking about. So, but I just wanted to recognize that it was crazy. It was one of those things you replay over and over.
Hell yeah.
Even though I still don't think people have been replaying as much as those petty asses replayed that bad punch with the Dark Order. Like that was like a 2 or 3 day story versus one of the best spots.
Story.
One of the best spots I possibly have ever seen. Mm-hmm. Him getting kicked in the jaw and the way that whole thing went down, like the way he got kicked. It didn't look like a sell. It looked like he straight up got his fucking head knocked off. And it was awesome.
Mama had a baby and his head got kicked off.
That's right.
The fuck out!
I just wanted to bring it up. It was great.
I liked it.
Yup.
I liked it a lot. So I wish you could have seen the whole episode.
Yeah, still got time.
Hey, so I also got to witness Hacksaw Jim Duggan live in action at the Art Theater this past weekend.
How was it?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. He kind of went through his career. It's funny. So shout out to Stone and Lil E sitting at home. He goes through his career, and it's not like a stand-up comedy deal. It's fucking, I mean, he tells some shit that's kind of funny, but it's more wrestling stories. He had some really cool shit to talk about.
Did you cry?
No. I cried because it was like getting late, and I was like, I'm tired. I want to go home. No, but so he's talking about this shit, and he's bringing up some stuff, and they're looking at me like, oh, really? He's he did this or that. And I'm like, yeah, it was with blah, blah, blah. And I dropped some knowledge on him. And then immediately, like, Jim Duggan said what I just said, like, and they're looking at me like, God damn it. I'm like, the juice.
That's why I'm the host, you asshole.
Yeah, right? I was like, I know my shit. But no, that was pretty cool, dude. He would go even in depth about, a little bit in depth about his time with Team Canada. Like weird shit when he was like a heel in WCW and he shaved and everything. Like, I was like, that's pretty cool. He talked about Piper a little bit when they did the Legends House. And he did a Q&A afterwards, so somebody had to get the question in about fucking him and the Sheik driving.
Did he do a Q&A?
Yeah. He
Really?
did. Yeah, people were pretty interactive. So,
cool.
Shout out to the Hobart Art Theater and Mike Stricker and Keelan Windorf, everybody involved in the show, Jim Duggan. I thought it was a very cool show. Like I said, Duggan, he brought it. It was a good experience. Like to sit there and listen to a legend talk and have it not be stale. The only thing I heard, he kind of went through the Macho Man story when, it brought out the Cobra and shit.
Right.
But there were some other cool stories he talked about when, they stopped one time. It was like him and Jake, and they had this van, and they were driving to some fucking gig, and like the snake got out. And like, I think Duggan was driving or some shit. Next thing you know, it's like there's a fucking big-ass python head like sitting right there. He's like freaking out. So they fucking stop. They pull over and they grab this big ass snake and it's out and they're trying to corral it fucking back into the bag and shit. And like they get it back in the bag, they throw it there and they just take off. And he's like, there's people probably sitting there like, I just seen two grown men wrestle a giant snake and throw it in the car and leave. Like there's some good shit. And of course, the Sheik story, the infamous Sheik story where he got busted with weed and coke. And he's like, well, I was smoking a doobie and I drank a beer, this was back in the day. And, back where he was staying at, like it was, you could have like a beer or two and like it'd be all right, like in the car, and not where they got busted, And he talked about like the repercussions of talking to Vince afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like, it used to be, you want to get a hold of Vince. It's like, okay, hold on. Like cue the Jeopardy music or something, you're waiting.
Not that time.
Yeah. He's like, this time it's like, I like to talk to Vince, please. Hold on. Jim?
I'm right behind you.
Yeah. We need to talk.
I've been behind you this whole time.
You're fired.
And he did get fired because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they brought him
about
back.
the Iron Sheik?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told him, he's like, well, Jim, what did you do to us? Because it exposed the business,
Yeah.
It really did. That was like one of those breaking moments. I mean, that's why it's still talked about nowadays with all the geeks and the wrestling freaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it really was one of those moments where, they were in like a fucking blood feud. Next thing you know, they're fucking smoking weed together and doing all this shit. And
they're doing lines of coke like what's that Disney movie
according to
where
Duggan,
the dogs are eating spaghetti?
Oh, Frozen.
Yeah.
No, that's Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp, but they're doing that with a
Fucking
line
Scampy?
of coke where they touch noses at the end.
About to touch your nose with my. Never mind.
No.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. Shout out to Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Awesome.
And there's for all you people out there on Facebook and stuff, follow the Hobart Art Theater. There's a lot more wrestling shit coming up. I was just made aware of, and I don't know if I should be announcing this or not on the show, but
you're gonna?
I'm gonna fucking do it anyways. Who cares? Get people pumped for it. So you got Mick Foley coming up next.
Yeah.
You got Nasty Boy Brian Knobbs, and then money.
Really?
That's right. That's all I'm going to say for right now. So all you fans in the region, you like my beer burps? This episode's fucking out of hand.
I don't mind it. That mic pad, it's a little stinky. Ugh.
Smells like cabbage.
Oh, yeah, I was burping in that one too.
Yeah. But yeah, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase will be around here.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay. Well, you believe it, they're going to announce it. I talked to the promoter last night.
I'll believe it when they announce it.
It was really good.
Cool.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Where's Bodie when you need him?
It's a phone call away.
Yes. He'd be more entertaining than your fucking broke back ass. Anyways, yeah, so fuck yeah, Jim Duggan. All these legends coming right where we're at. Lots of opportunities.
I want to put you on the spot before we talk about coming soon.
Well, before we talk about that, we got to do the new wrestler of the week.
Oh, shit. Okay. Forgot about that. Who is it?
It's up to you.
What? Man, I don't know wrestlers. I said my name wrong earlier.
You're wearing his T-shirt.
El Jefe!
So Sreten's wearing a Daga T-shirt, and he will be our new wrestler of the week for you guys to check out. Daga is like to me, he's like the Mexican Dynamite Kid. You know, just like
Mexican strong
style. Exactly. He likes to lay it in. He lays it in with Tessa. You know,
Come on.
they're getting married. Hey, whatever. You know, it's all good. Happy for them. He dresses like a fucking like an El Jefe should. I mean, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
All those tight pants and fucking they're really
All
nice
about those
and
tight
shiny.
pants. I was going to say those nice collared shirts and
Those
vests.
fancy clothes.
And you're like, those tight pants, this is all the bulges and the
I didn't
bulges.
say anything about bulges.
And then also the bulge.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, because
There's
if you had a
nothing
bulge and I
wrong.
looked, would you hate me?
Nothing
I hope
wrong
not.
with the bulge. I'm just talking about those
to be a
collared
battle of
shirts,
the
bro.
bulge. No, he's very well dressed. He's a sharp dressed man.
I watched him wrestle before at Warrior, right? I think it was Warrior.
Hold up, I'm doing my ZZ Top shit. You watched him wrestle at Warrior Wrestling, yes.
Finish your song.
Is it?
Not this one, but I think one before we watched him before, right? Mm-hmm. But I've also seen some highlights on like Impact. But that Warrior 8, that was just that I became a huge fan. I mean, I bought the shirt beforehand just because I like the way he wears collared shirts. I got mad respect for that for his dress shirt game.
Yeah.
So and now like what's his name? Anyways, I won't talk about that. Like all the sharp dressed people in wrestling now. But it was just an unbelievable match, man. Became a huge fan.
Yeah,
Like,
Daga's really good.
Technically
Everybody,
great,
you guys
and then they
should
did
check
some
him out.
flips and hard hits, and it was just
Yeah, AAA. He's working with Impact right now. He's done some shit with MLW, I believe. He's been around the block. You know, like I said, this guy, Lucha Underground, another guy who came from Lucha Underground. Really? Yeah, man. Or at least was introduced into the States via, however you want to fucking say it, Lucha
Both
Underground. So yeah, man, that's the new school wrestler of the week that I think everybody should really look into and check out.
great pick. Thanks for helping me with that.
I mean, the answer was obvious. It was right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, shit gets caught in your face.
Ready to get put on the spot?
Yes.
I only need 3 examples.
Okay.
But I wanted to talk about it because we were talking about injuries earlier.
Yes.
And name 3 off the top of your head and all the wrestling that you watched since the history of your wrestling,
God, it's
since
gonna
you were
take a
this
while.
many. I said just 3. The
Okay.
first 3 to pop into your head.
All right.
Injuries. Not like neck breaks, but super bad injuries. And you're not allowed to say when Mick Foley got a tooth through his nose or lip or wherever the hell it ended up, the Hell in the Cell match, when he smiled and he had like a tooth booger thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that one.
Okay.
So, ready? 3.
Oh, I thought you were going to give me a countdown 3, 2, 1. The first
3,
one that
2, 1.
kind of pops into my mind is kind of recent. Seth Rollins versus Sting.
What happened?
So Seth Rollins, when this was a title match, I believe at Night of Champions a few years back, goes to turnbuckle powerbomb the Stinger, and he got a Stinger or something, and fucking, I don't know if his head just went back a little too much or whatever, but like, so he takes that bump and then he comes out of it, and next thing you know, like Sting goes to do some shit, and he collapses.
Like his body gets all wobbly and he collapses?
Oh yeah, like he lost all feeling and like nerves and
Jeez.
shit. Like, you know, everything's all, you know, the hip bones connect to the neck bone, all that shit. Oh, shake them bones.
More singing!
Right. Yeah, like I said, everything's all connected, man. It was fucking weird. If you guys go on, like, I think it's WWE's YouTube or the network or whatever, they talk about that. There's a pretty good documentary about it.
That's scary.
Which sets the record straight, because a lot of people were like, well, Seth's done that move to a lot of people a million times, and Sting will straight up say, like, it wasn't him. You know, like, it's just something that happened.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, it should have just been a bump that everybody's taken. And
Not that time.
no, if you guys go back and watch that match, you could see, I mean, that that shit's fucking real. Like there was like 2 times, and then he finally gets it back, and like he musters through it, and that's just kudos to Sting, dude, because what a fucking professional and a tough son of a bitch, dude. Yeah, man, like that. And he hasn't wrestled since. He pretty much retired because of that.
Wow.
So, I mean, that should be all 3 in 1 right there. You said one earlier, and I'm just going to steal it from you because I would have thought of it anyway. Vince getting blown up, fucking.
Oh, that one's crazy.
Yeah, running into the ring and blowing out both of his fucking quads,
Yeah, that one. I don't know the details because I wasn't watching it back then. But he goes to get like every superstar at that time was in the ring, and some real shit was about to go down, and he was gonna stop it or interrupt it, and he starts running like he usually like pumps it out like from the back towards the ring.
Yeah.
And as he slides in, it was both of his quadriceps, I think, and he can't get up, so he has to.
Yeah.
So he's just literally like sitting at the end of the ring while everybody else like kind of like plays it off.
Yeah.
That shit is like. That kind of stuff is like, to me, the background of it, the behind the scenes shit is so interesting to me.
So here's another one real quick. Kevin Nash walked over the top rope and fucking tore his quad.
I saw that too.
No, I don't know. Did that really happen? I was just throwing it out. I know he got hurt.
He got hurt so many times, like blowing out hamstrings and quadriceps and shit.
I mean,
like his quads, though, they'd rip right off his knee.
Yeah, a lot of that shit. I mean, it is. I guess it's how would you say, circumstantial to the individual?
Yeah.
And their build and their makeup and what they have consumed or have not consumed that may benefit their body or deteriorate their body in certain ways. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. You be the judge. Figure it out. There's a lot of weird freak accidents that happen in wrestling, dude.
Yeah.
It's
some of those big dudes, because of their size, they're just more prone to like rips and tears. And then if you watch Kevin Nash now, he's doing all that like stem cell, like the blood, like not the blood, the shit in Colombia where he's trying all these things.
yeah.
The
So
dude's been in like
RVD too.
crazy amount of chronic pain for the last like 25, 30 years. So, and he's just dealing with it. And you would never know. Like Kevin Nash actually always kind of looked good.
And he's for his age now, he's in great shape.
Yeah.
He's in fucking great shape.
That doesn't mean he's not in a
He's not in wrestling. Yeah, exactly. He's not in great shape, as far as like wrestling shape.
Right.
He's just like, he's got a good physique, and hopefully he's fucking healthy and all that.
Girls for girls.
Yeah, right. I can give you another example, and this is one I will pull away from Hacksaw. Shout out to Hacksaw Jim Duggan once again. When he was going against Yokozuna, and Yoko came down on him with the bonsai drop, legit cracked 3 of his ribs.
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big motherfucker. I mean, he was telling us the story, when Yoko passed, and he was so big, he was in that hotel room, they had to bring a crane and remove the window to get his ass out. Sucks, R.I.P., but I mean, it's like, I think I yelled Gilbert Grape or something.
You did?
Yeah.
Always keeping it classy.
Under my breath, whatever. No, I mean, no, I don't mean any disrespect. It's all fun,
Yeah.
But, yeah, man.
One last put you on the spot question.
Okay.
In your memory, and there's a lot of them, it's one of the bloodiest matches you've ever seen, where you're like, oh my goodness.
One of the bloodiest
And that's
matches?
not fair, because there's so many. I remember in the 80s, you would have magazines, and like Captain Lou Albano was
every
known
match
for just
in the
bleeding
80s.
everywhere.
Yeah, of Ric Flair too, Dusty back in the day. Pretty much anybody with blonde hair in the 80s. I mean,
That's a good answer. I'll take that.
I'm trying to think of one. Oh, I mean, I'll give you one right off the bat, and this is one that's, I don't know, maybe it's a little weird for some people. ECW, Bill Alfonso versus, God, who's Tommy Dreamer's fucking wife? Hold up. I'm going to look it up real quick. I usually don't do this, but, my memory escapes me.
While you're doing that, I want to bring up the Royal Rumble, when it was a women's Royal Rumble part of things, and then one of the 2 sisters that we all noticed, like she got a cut in her head, and as they were wrestling, like
Beulah McGillicuddy. That's I didn't even get to it yet, but it just popped in my head.
Yeah.
See, kids, that's and like they talked about this when you listen to the Queen's Court and the Queeny Suggests. It's one of those things. I don't always have all the answers in front of me. I've lived a fucking life, and I'm a very busy man. So it's like to sit there and I would love to be the complete nerd. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be like, I wish I was the encyclopedia. I can be somewhat when some sparks some shit or whatever, but it's very hard to have all the answers in front of you.
You eventually
and, know
burp
that
it out.
Shit. I'll eventually burp it out, but I'm just gonna shoot with you guys and be fucking real, and like
Let's get serious.
So hey, man, any of you guys that could just spurt that shit off the top of your head, kudos to you.
Say her name again.
My name?
No, say her name again.
Queenie?
No,
The Queen of New England?
the name you were trying to remember.
Oh, Beulah McGillicuddy?
Okay.
What the fuck? You threw me off.
I thought maybe you forgot it.
No.
No, you got it without Google's
no,
assistance.
that match, and that wasn't even, that was just a gimmick from the word get-go. That was a weird ECW joint.
Yeah.
Alfonso got super fucking bloody in that match, dude. I remember that, and wow, dude. You want to talk about blood? There you go.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of like obscure shit, like from, watching old like tapes from guys that would do the tape trading and shit in high school, like Big Japan shit, like guys you never even fucking heard of, that just bleed all the fucking time in these hardcore and these death matches, So really, it's kind of a stupid question, but I appreciate it at the same time.
Oh shit! Thanks.
You like that? Hey, also our homies at Black Label Pro coming up this weekend. So this weekend I'm really going to be doing double duty because I'm going to be at fucking Black Label Pro, and then I'm going to hit up AEW Revolution. Duty is so stanky. I need a wipe in my bum. Anyway, this is a hell of a card headlined by the BLP Championship, the champion Eric Stevens. I said Stevens. God damn it. What the fuck is up with me tonight? Everybody gets you. They know your fucking thing. I'm just like thrown off by your fucking.
I like to give out that vibe of incompetence.
Man, I'm giving off the vibe of a complete fucking dumbass tonight. So,
hey.
Whatever. Versus the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Walking weapon.
I like that movie guy voice. The IWTV Championship, or as I like to call it, the IWTV Championship, the Independent Wrestling Championship, the champ Warhorse versus Effie. Epic. That's going to be an epic fucking match. It's kind of hard to pick between those two. I really can't. So I'm just going to let you guys decide who you want to win. Leave them in the comments. The BLP Midwest Championship, AJ Gray, a.k.a. on Twitter, Rich Homie Juice. Did I just say Juice? Versus Chicago's favorite, Kylie Ray. Yeah. And then we got Violence is Forever versus Wheeler Yuta and Lee Moriarty. We got Bear Country versus Corned Beef. We got Chris Dickinson versus Jake Something. We got Blake Christian, Alex Zane, who is ready to go now.
Cool.
From what I understand, versus Trey and Dez from the Rascals. That's going to be a fucking intense match.
Yeah, that's
going to be great. Ren Narita is going to be back versus Aaron Williams. It's going to be a great match. Also featuring 2.5 Menhausen. You know
Really?
who that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Hornswoggle?
It's supposed to be Hornswoggle, Ethan Page, and Danhausen.
Yes! Yeah, you're learning, and I love you for it.
That's all I got. I'm going to pass out now.
Yeah. Gary J, Dan the Dad will be there.
Yeah.
And more.
Cool.
Yeah. So next week, tune in as I'm not going to spoil it right now. I already got a new wrestler of the week. But yeah.
Cool.
I told you to quit jumping on the bed. That's kind of a hint.
Better remember it.
Yeah.
We just gave it away.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways.
Me neither.
Yeah. That's episode 99. 99 Ways to Die.
It's good.
Like we just died tonight on air.
No, we didn't. I mean, this ending is a little low energy. Hey, you know what usually picks things up? Some fart noises.
More beer. More beer. As Fear would say. No. It's not low energy. It's all good. Anyways, Black Label Pro, get your tickets at blpwrestling.com. If you can't fucking make it, they will be streaming live at a special start time, 1 p.m. right before AEW starts.
That's right.
So there's no reason for you guys to fucking have any excuses to miss this shit. I just told you he was going to be there. We're going to fucking be there. It's going to be rocking and fucking rolling at the RDS gym. Tickets at blpwrestling.com or you can watch via IWTV. What is IWTV? It's independentwrestling.tv.
Best bang for your buck for streaming wrestling.
Oh, it really is. For indie wrestling.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
What else are you going to do about
Like
that?
$10 a month, and you can watch so much of it. Get to know all the indie people.
I want to keep you guys hyped about Floydmania, too. So that's coming up March 30th. We'll be live at 3 Floyds Brewpub in Munster, Indiana, with Steve and Eric from Warrior Wrestling and Matt Knicks from Freelance Wrestling. Yeah, remember? The purple one who wrestled Cody on AEW Dynamite.
Start wearing purple. Wearing purple.
That's right. Yeah. So we want you guys all to show up. It's going to be great. Stay tuned for more details. Follow us on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Juice Pro Wrestling. We're on Twitter at JPDUB Podcast. Maybe I should change that so I don't have to keep fucking announcing that subtle difference. Follow us on YouTube at jpdub.com. It's been fucking growing like a fucking wildfire. Yeah. Oh, except, sorry, I didn't mean to say wildfire. That's kind of maybe offensive to some people. Literally, with all those wildfires breaking out.
I think they're all out right now.
I hope so, because I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah.
Unless I'm the one hurting them. That's
real scary.
I don't like
tough
to
guy.
fucking hurt people. Hey, tough guy. Oh! You knew that shit was coming. But yeah, thank you to everybody. The YouTube it's been fucking awesome to see everybody that's been fucking interacting and subscribing. It's growing and growing every day.
It's really refreshing and nice to know that you are not offended by our faces.
Yeah. I mean, we're fucking handsome, as I told, the Queen when you guys listen to this episode of Queen Chats. Queeny Suggests.
I am excited to listen to that Wednesday.
It's good. It's really good. If you guys want a little bit of background on me when I'm not so fucking distraught by
gassy.
My
Gassy and
my
distraught.
partner in crime's fucking bad dental hygiene, then smile like you mean it.
I'm in pain.
You're making me put in pain. Oh, and also I'd like to send a special shout out to Afner from the band Midnight.
Oh yeah.
Also, we got another podcast. It's called the JPDUB Podcast, and you guys can check it out on everything. It's up on YouTube. If you go to jpdub.com, episode will be right there. Just go through the playlist, JPDUB Podcast. Our first episode with George C. Romero. Our second episode with John Massari, who scored the Killer Clowns from Outer Space soundtrack. And now episode 3 with Afner from the band Midnight, who just released Rebirth by Blasphemy on Metal Blade Records.
You got it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard when the brain's going and the mouth ain't,
Yep.
The mouth won't stop.
Flipping in the darkness.
Yeah.
I'm going to be redundant.
Yeah.
If you want to know the difference, Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast, that's what the wrestling podcast, that's what we're referring to it. When we talk about the other one, it's the JPDUB.
It's just the
That's how you
JPDUB
know. So
podcast.
that's it.
Different logo, different everything. There's a link tree for that. If you don't know what Linktree is, it's linktr.ee/the JPDUB. That'll take you to our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Yeah, there's not much more I could say about that, except for I'd like to thank him for coming on the show and kicking in and talk about the new album. And it's pretty cool. If you guys are out there and you're fucking metalheads, check it out, man. Like,
Very
tell your
cool
friends. I mean, that's our way to kind of get everything else off that we can't. Well, we could talk about it on the show, but you guys may be like, oh, fuck that or whatever. But, we sprinkle a little bit of it in
We
here.
wanted to separate it a little bit. And
Yeah.
if you listen to both, you'll know why.
Yeah.
So there's really no wrestling talk.
No.
But we like to talk about different pop culture things. It's just another way for us to do it.
Yep. And we like everybody to be involved with that. So keep listening. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys for all your support. Like I said, 1,000,000 times, probably the 4th time throughout this episode. If you want to leave us a voicemail with your opinions or thoughts, 1-872-267-4199 is the place to fucking do it. And don't forget, too, if you're listening on like Stitcher or iTunes, Spotify, any of that shit, leave us a rating and review.
Right.
I mean, it helps. It helps the show. It helps us, like we're fucking floundering or fishing for ideas. We're not entertaining you guys enough. Fucking let us know. And we'll try to change it up because, hey, man, we're just regular dudes who work 9 to 5s for now. And, and we try to be entertaining and be ourselves. And
2020 goals, step up the game.
We don't pull any fucking punches when it comes to like doing this show. So, you know, you have your off days, you have your good days, you have your bad days. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're still here for you every week. So, yeah. On that note,
thanks.
We gotta wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up.
We're not ready to wet you yet. Oh my God, I fucking lied. I'm so ready to wet you up because that's my only mission in life is to entertain you through fucking comedy and wrestling knowledge. Yes.
I'm the Juice, and this is Sreten, and this has been fun. See you next time, bitches.
You gonna do sex to me?